I saw this game a couple weeks ago. Was planning on playing it, but now I guess I'm playing it in honor of the horrific news announced at the Nintendo Direct about Super Danganronpa 2x2. This is Deathloop, a Danganronpa inspired game.
Who are you?
Voice acting? Was not expecting that.
How did you get here?
Oh.
You don't remember, do you?
You open your mouth before you can utter a single word. The voice suddenly cuts you off.
Happiness or freedom? What would you choose?
Freedom. Let's go the Aaron Yeager route.
I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Oh. Hey, how long are you gonna stand there? You look around in confusion. Seems you're standing in front of the school. Snap out of it, weirdo. Already 15 minutes late. Or could say a single word. The orange-haired girl grabbed you by the arm and dragged you with her. A few minutes later, the two of you stood side by side, facing a packed classroom. The teacher looked at you for a few seconds before facing the class and making an announcement. Attention, everybody. Today we welcome 2 new transfer students. Can you do me a favor and introduce yourself to the class? The name's Muriel. Look forward to meeting you all. Muriel spoke as she addressed the class. Everyone's gaze turned to you now. You should introduce yourself. Who are you? Marwyn. Enter does not work. Damn. You face the rest of the class and speak. It's very nice to meet you all. Please call me Marwyn. All eyes were suddenly on you, or more precisely, on Muriel, as the two of you took your designated seats. That's right, today's your first day at Sandy High School. You and Muriel moved to the city last week and decided to transfer to the school. This makes complete sense. But you can't help but feel like something is really off here. The teacher let out another long sigh and went on with the lecture. A few hours later, it was finally lunchtime. Heading to the admin office to finalize your registration. Want me to come with? It won't be necessary, Marwyn. You have more important things to do anyway. This place will be your home for a while, so you should go around and get yourself acclimated to your new surroundings. Maybe buy some lunch while you're at it. First, my girl didn't feel like waiting in line, so she shoved the boring job onto you. Is that more boring than admin work? Okay. See ya. Meryl then turned around and left. See some of your new classmates waiting to chat with her. She just completely ignored them and left. Okay, what now? Should you head straight to the cafeteria? Maybe you should wait until the cafeteria clears out a bit. Perhaps you could look around for a bit. Where do you want to go? Roof. Leave your classroom and head to the roof. After climbing a few flights of stairs, you finally reach the roof. The view from here is breathtaking. Pretty much see the whole city from up here. Keep looking around in awe, and suddenly... What's this pop music? Huh? Seems you're not alone up here. There's someone else. Someone who's lying on the ground a few meters from you. Slowly approach them while keeping an eye on your surroundings. The more you approach, the closer their face came into view. For some reason, you can't make out their face. Everything's distorted. Everything feels distorted somehow. The closer you get to them, the more distorted your vision becomes. Easy to get close, to get closer to them. Only then will you be able to make out their face. Only then will you be able to tell who they are. Every fiber of your being is suddenly screaming for you to stop. To turn around and look away. I'm just vibing to this music. What is it? To pretend you never came here in the first place. But you continue approaching until they were right in front of you. What will you do now? Look at their face. Lower your head and stare straight at their face, refusing to look away. The person lying on the ground suddenly opens his eyes. Hey, I'm gonna stand here. You look around in confusion. Seems you're standing in front of a school. Snap out of it, weirdo. Already 15 minutes late. Before you could say a single word, the orange-haired girl grabbed you by the arm and dragged you with her. A few minutes later, the two of you stood side by side facing the back classroom. The teacher looked at you for 6 seconds before leaving the class, making an announcement. Attention, everyone, today we're having a new mural at 40 meeting wall. Mural spoke it. She addressed to you. Should introduce yourself. Who are you? Changing it up. Speak. I was just trying to lie you. Damn, it's just a full reset. Like, go back to the roof. Look away. Quickly look away and start backing away the further you walk, the clearer your vision became. Until everything settled down. Let out a sigh of relief and suddenly. Asan? Yo, what are you doing up here? What's wrong? Why do you look so freaked out? I don't know what Hassan sounds like. Take another look around you. A strange person who was lying on the ground is nowhere to be seen. Wait a sec, you're a new transfer student, aren't you? Aren't Mage, right? Give Hassan a puzzling look. Surprised to know your name, huh? Don't worry, dude. Not like a stalker or anything. Simply a milker? The fuck is that? Seriously? Never heard of milkers? I do not want to know. Very hush this too, but you leave for show up. Just meet a client. Let's meet the same time here tomorrow, right? Don't worry, I'll explain everything then. Go. Son left out another laugh as he kept urging you to leave. Before you knew it, you were back in the hallway. That weird encounter back in mind, you head towards the cafeteria. That weird encounter, you finally are. You're repeating yourself. It's time to stand in line to buy lunch for you and Merle. However, no matter where you look, the cafeteria is completely empty. Not a single student around. Makes no sense. Even though you did show up late to avoid the crowd, it is still lunchtime. The school cafeteria should not be empty right now. Keep looking around in confusion. Someone suddenly appears in front of you. Cece? It's you. Oh god, it's really you, Marwyn. Cece suddenly jumped in you, giving you a tight hug. How did you get here? Super happy to see you again, but I don't understand. How are you here? You're in complete control. You're you. Cece stares at you in confusion. Her expression displayed both happiness and fear. It seems she's hoping you'll be able to answer her questions to put her mind at ease. Sadly, however, you're as confused, if not more confused, than she. So you simply take a step back and explain everything that happened to you so far. Really? So you just found yourself at the front gate of the school? Just like that? You nod your head. What about before that? How'd you get here? How'd you find this? Before you can even finish your words, loud voice interrupted your conversation. Good, you're both here. Finalize your registration, Marwyn. Can I reset my name, please? Congratulations, you're officially a candidate now. Candidate? Don't worry, I'll explain everything soon enough. First, let's get the other candidates in here. Real spoke as you snapped your fingers. 6 other people suddenly showed up in the cafeteria. Naz, the hell is happening? Yo, dudes, how did I teleport to the cafeteria? They finally look at my superpowers? Oh, I hate you. This must be part of the test. Carmine teleport? Ugh. Okay, enough delays, let's begin. I'm sensing a certain archetype. I don't know if archetypes are right. Well, I'm sensing that the person who made this. Okay. First, let me congratulate you on surviving the first trial of the game. The first trial? Yes, every person in the school was a potential candidate. I say was because, except for you 8, the rest have been killed off. What? This school was set specifically for this trial. You were all transferred here, and your memories were manipulated. Those with a weak will, with pitiful presence, the observers of the world simply accepted a new reality and went on with their lives. They attended classes, stood out in line at the cafeteria, enjoyed the carefree high school life, not once stopping or wondering how they even got here in the first place. Pitiful NPCs. However, you 8 were different. You suffered this fake existence. You refused to look away from it and accept this sweet lie. You questioned your reality, and for that, you're still alive. However, the game has just begun, and your continuous survival is not yet assured. After all, only one of you 8 will leave this place alive. Why the hell are you doing this? Playing a pretty sick game here, little girl. Who do you work for? You two are asking the wrong questions, or rather, you're asking them at the wrong time. The second trial? I guess since you called this high school experiment the first trial, then that can mean there's only going to be more. Correct. Carmine. Second trial. It's the real main event. It's the real reason you're all here, in order to pick the winner among you. UA will be playing a certain game. The game has many names and many different iterations. However, the most common name for it is Werewolf Game. Of course. I'm pretty sure Mafia... Is Werewolf Game the most well-known version of that? I feel like just my own experience, Mafia is the correct version of that. Fucking social deduction game. Is this some sort of joke? You want us to play a children's game? I won't take it lightly if I were you, Jack. Second trial might be based on the werewolf game, but the consequences are very real. You won't be role-playing around, you'll become the roles you're given. Roles? Standing among you right now is a real killer. She will target and seek your death without any hesitation. Your only chance of survival exposing the killer and voting them off at the end of the day. Standard werewolf rules. However, in addition to killer and innocent roles, there are 3 additional special roles. First, the guardian angel role. Then, the person with the guardian angel role will be able to choose and protect one other person each night. If the guardian angel chooses to protect the person the killer targets, then congratulations, you have managed to prevent the killer from claiming their victim. The second role is the vigilante role. The person with the vigilante role is able to target and kill one person each night. However, targeting and killing anyone who is not the killer will result in the vigilante killing themselves. Pretty fair trade-off if you ask me. Finally, the third and last role is the detective role. The person with the detective role is able to investigate one person each night to determine if they are the killer or not. However, convincing others about your findings without exposing your role to the killer is a whole other matter. As you can see, each role has advantages and disadvantages during failed trial. Now, to the end of this explanation, I'd like to remind the killer that targeting someone during the daytime is completely free, and breaking this rule or any other rule for that matter will result in the offender being immediately killed. Every single one of you is implanted with a small chip in your brain. That chip is completely attached to your optic nerve and is able to witness anything you see. Upon the discovery of any rule infringement, the chip will automatically release a powerful electric surge to your nerves, thus frying your brain and immediately killing you. That was rushed. You planted something in our brain? As long as you don't break the rules, you have nothing to worry about. Now, unless you have other questions about the game, I will be seeing you at sunset. Merle then walked past you and walked towards the exit. You all kept following her with your gaze. She suddenly stopped and turned around. She was looking back at all of you. You could swear she looked straight into your eyes. Welcome back to the Null game. Anime opening. Oh, this is 480p. What the hell is happening? What does this have to do with anything? And why is it in 360p resolution? This game was updated 14 days ago. It's not old. No. No. Is that just... It's just footage from BBC documentaries? No, no. Spain's like never before. No 2.
Happiness or freedom? What would you choose?
I lose it all, slip and fall. You lift your head to the mighty blue sky while trying to process just what happened, and suddenly a voice brings you back to reality. Are you okay? You're the killer. Look back at Cece and nod your head. Now game's happening again, huh? By the look of it, this one seemed more messed up than the last. This the this is the sequel? Or at least some of them. This is different too. Why Sandy High School out of all places? Why what are you talking about? What is this deadly premonition-ass music? What is happening? Okay. This is too much for me. I'm gonna end this here. This is not exactly what this is. It is about what I expected from a Danganronpa inspired game, though. Yeah, no, I'm done.